With Christmas falling on a Sunday, a majority of NFL Week 16 action was played today. Let's recap the day's highlights in a tradition as poetic as the holiday itself. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the land, the NFL was stirring up something pretty grand. Footballs everywhere were flung in the air in hopes that a touchdown soon would be there. We'll start in the NFC with much to decide. The Packers and Vikings just did collide. In the second quarter, Aaron Rodgers found Jordy Nelson for the 2-yard score, but no Lambeau leap left fans wanting more. So just before half, Rodgers spun and ran away, sprinting as fast as he could to the open field where he would lay. And Rodgers finished things off by jumping in the stands filled with cheer, the Packers walking away winners, 38-25 the final here. To the Windy City, where the Redskins were on a quest, led by a Grand Rapids native named Cousins, going up against the Bears was a test. Here in the first, the Holland Christian product threw the screen, and Chris Thompson turned on the Jets for the score, which the home fans thought was mean. But Cousins simply ran through the Chicago defense, scoring 2 touchdowns on the ground to make things less intense. When the clock struck 0, Washington was having fun. The Redskins roll big in this, 41-21. On the banks of Lake Erie featured the winless Browns. Looking for a win, they welcomed the Chargers to town. 3-point game in the fourth, the Chargers with chances to tie, but a blocked field goal and missed opportunity left San Diego fans thinking they would die. So the 2008 Lions sit with a taste in their mouth like that of a sardine as the Browns get in the win column 2017. Let's swing up to the great Northeast, a place where the Patriots are hard to beat. Michigan product Tom Brady had his way all day. Throwing 3 touchdowns, Santa would probably let him drive the sleigh. This one was over long before it even started. Good news though, Todd Bowles was coaching. On Friday, the hospital he departed. So New England still holds the top spot in the AFC thanks to a demolition of the Jets, 41-3. Slight jog down to Buffalo, where the Dolphins searched for a 10th win. Not used to the cold, they could have used some gin. This game had all the cliches of an old nursery rhyme, and with seconds to go, Andrew Franks hits the field goal to send things into overtime. Then in the extra frame, Franks played the hero. This 27-yard field goal turned the clock to 0. So Miami stays in the playoff hunt thanks to Franks' leg. 34-31 Dolphins win, leaving Rex Ryan and the Bills to beg. Down south we shift to the Sunshine State, where the Titans enter Jacksonville feeling great. Marcus Mariota led the charge for a team with a playoff hunch, but in the third quarter he went down and heard his leg go crunch. A broken fibula it is, something not so great, leaving the door open for the Jags. They did not wait. Blake Bortles hit Marquise Lee here, there, and everywhere in between. Titans' playoff hopes go dashing 38-17. Meanwhile, the Panthers welcomed the Falcons to the Tar Heel State for what turned out to be a pretty unpleasant date. Matt Ryan threw 2 touchdowns, including this 26-yard strike. A spiral so nice, if it was on Facebook, you would have to like. Tevin Coleman ran wild, leaving the Panthers in his dust. And as the Falcons clinched the NFC South 33-16, they showed no signs of rust. In the Bayou, the Saints and Buccaneers squared off, and I'm sure no crab legs were taken from the golf, cough, cough. In the third, Drew Brees does what he does best, finding an open receiver who scored with some zest. Then Mark Ingram ran in for the 2 to make it a 2-score game, and in the fourth, famous Jameis was picked off to hurt his fame. 31-24, the Saints slip by the Buccaneers, and tomorrow in Tampa Bay, even though it will be Christmas, there still might be jeers. With 3 more games to recap, we go west to the American frontier. The Colts and the Raiders in the Bay is sure to be good this time of year. 3 touchdown passes for Derek Carr in the second quarter alone. Don't look now, but Rich Gannon may have picked up the phone. But then in the fourth, Carr went down in a heap. A broken fibula the result, making all Raiders fans weep. So Oakland wins the game 33-25. With Carr done for the season, though, they must now try to survive. For Los Angeles, the Rams have been welcomed with open arms. But today, the 49ers tried to ring some alarms. To tie the game, Colin Kaepernick threw a touchdown with 30 seconds left. He did not take a knee, if you're asking. Instead, he was precise and deft. Chip Kelly went for the win, calling Cap to scramble for the 2, and he crossed the goal line like a helicopter to leave the Rams fans feeling blue. 22-21 was the score when the game was done. The 49ers simply stunned that they had won. Finally, to Seattle, where the Seahawks were undefeated at home, but the Arizona Cardinals came in with plans of their own. Russell Wilson dropped back and hit Paul Richardson for the game-tying score, but the extra point was missed right here, and the thought of a lead was no more. So the Cardinals drove down 8 plays, 50 yards to give Chandler Catanzaro a shot for the win, and it was in the cards. 34-31, the Cardinals walk away the victor, and maybe next time Pete Carroll's play call will have to be stricter. With 2 games Sunday afternoon, Christmas won't be without football, although the menu of options will be a bit more small. Still, Monday can't come soon enough for Lions fans near and far. Let's just hope they've practiced plenty and will be up to par. I'll finish with this, just do this holiday right. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Well told, Zach. Larry Figursky, probably proud of you, keeping up with that tradition. Zach, thanks. A last look at the forecast right after this.